guys, we're back today with a new video. Yep, you know how we do it. Before I jump into today's video, could you please like, subscribe and comment to boost my YouTube channel and recommend it to friends and family and people you think might be interested in the paranormal, the unexplained, the weird shit and all that good jazz. With that being said though guys, yep you know, let's just crack on with it. Let's go. Let's go.
Some people are saying this is an Appalachian feral person. I'm not sure what it is, but I wouldn't want to run into it. As if Appalachia wasn't creepy enough, we sure didn't need another spooky thing to have to worry about. This one is a little more or less known, but is becoming quite more popular as more and more people have encounters. Feral people are believed to be people who are feral, who have lived out.
Feral people? Oh, I haven't seen one of these before. I've heard of them, but anything's possible in the Appalachian Mountains. I don't know if I pronounce that right, I'm just having a laugh. Chill out. Fuck me.
Out in the mountains, either in caves,
I do love this.
No one really knows, but they're terrifying. The video I have for you is an alleged feral person, and it could be fake. Let me say that. That's very possible.
Probably is.
From all the stories that I have heard over the last few years, once I started really digging into feral people, this thing, person, whatever, looks exactly like how people describe them. Real or fake, you wouldn't want to run into this guy while you're hiking.
Creepy bastard. Look at that. Looks like that mum on Silent Hill. You know, the witch looking thing where they get a daughter. Looks a bit like her. I won't want to bump into that. No chance. That's freaky. Probably fake though. Probably.
A man named Lozar works as a music producer and singer, but one day he's out somewhere using a public bathroom when he hears some strange knocking sounds coming from within the room.
Anything's possible in a public toilet.
Pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada. ¿Ah? Tampoco, vean.
Just spooky out the public toilets. Weird.
Aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí,
You gotta go, you gotta go.
el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo.
Got some flowers there, look. That's a nice little touch.
¿Escucharon?
Somebody's banging on one of them.
¿Escucharon?
Did I just see something then? I shit myself. Ugh.
No hay nada.
See if he catches it. Through the little gap.
Now you may have missed it, but as he walks up to the cubicle, a creepy pale face.
There look, you little bastard.
Who's looking at him through the gap on the door.
No.
But when he looks over, there's nobody there.
Basements.
No! I want to take that back. I'm taking that back. There. Oh, you little shit.
Looking at him through the
There look, you little bastard. You demonic twat. Look at that. It's like that. Oh, fucking pervert.
gap on the door. But when he looks over, there's nobody there.
Basements.
No, freaky.
And, you know, I don't know what it is about.
Not as freaky as them
but
fuckers
they're
though.
dark, they're damp,
Jesus.
they're brown. And you just always get a bad feeling, you know, especially in those older homes that have like the cellars. When you go down there, it's like going into another world. Now, there's this man named Jack. Jack, at one point in time, moved into this very old farmhouse with his brothers and sisters and his mom and dad. Now, he said this farmhouse was situated in rural Wisconsin. And said it was probably built around like 1890s. Now, it had this old cellar.
I love his cowboy hat. I want one. Look a bit odd though if I had one in Yorkshire, United Kingdom. I'd look weird. And I'd get told I'm weird.
That had this huge coal burning furnace, and the ground wasn't even concrete, it was partially dirt. But he said it was creepy, and him and his brothers and sisters, they would always avoid going down there, and they didn't like to even go near the basement door. Well, after some time of living at this house, one night, everyone in the house is all asleep. At about midnight, they start hearing screaming, and they hear this man yelling for help and banging on the basement door. So Jack's father jumps out of bed, he runs downstairs, and he checks in the basement thinking someone's broken in. It was completely empty. There was no one down there. The doors were locked. So his father comes back upstairs and he tells them, it must have been an animal. Got into the basement and, was making those screaming sounds. So they were all kind of relieved, and for several months, they just avoided the basement. Then one night,
Folk
their
basements.
parents went out of town and they left them with a babysitter. Well, he said at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, they were upstairs in the bedroom playing, and their babysitter was downstairs in the living room.
With a
And all of a
boyfriend.
sudden, the power goes out, and it was completely pitch black. The babysitter comes running upstairs. She says, are you guys okay? I think that we blew a fuse, and I need to go in the basement and change out the fuse. Well, Jack and his brothers and sisters are like, we're not going to stay up here alone in the dark. We're going to come with you. So they huddle around her, and they go down into this basement, this root cellar. And as they get to the bottom step and they get in the cellar, she starts looking around with this flashlight for the outlet box. Now, it's pitch black down here. You cannot see anything. You can't even see the person in front of you. The only thing that you could see was this small stream of light coming from the flashlight. And he said all of a sudden, this babysitter stopped in her tracks, and she got this look of dread on her face. And she started screaming, yelling, "It's in here. It's over there in the corner. It's
What is
here.
it?
It's here. We need to leave. It's here." And Jack and his brothers and sisters are confused, what is she talking about? And that's when they look over to where the flashlight's pointing. And off in the corner of this basement, they see the shadow of something. It's dark. It is on all fours, and it is kind of moving around.
Fuck that. No.
So they start freaking out, and they start screaming. Well, all of a sudden, at this moment, the basement door slams shut. And now they are trapped in there. And they can see this thing slowly moving closer and closer to the light. And it's starting to make form. And it is this dark black figure. And they could see a set of yellow glowing eyes staring at them. And this thing is moving around them. And so they decide to
Tormenting
take a
them.
break for the door. They run up the stairs. They get out of the basement. They slam the door shut, and they push the kitchen table up against the door. And all of a sudden, they start hearing this banging and this screaming coming from the basement door. And there's a man saying, let me out of here. And he's screaming just as loud as he possibly can. So they run out of the house, and they wait for the parents to get home. They tell the dad what happened. He goes inside. He goes down into the basement. And the next thing they know, this father comes running out of the house screaming, telling the kids to get in the car. We are leaving tonight. And they left, and they moved out that night, and they never went back and got their stuff. So what do you think? Are basements creepy?
What's that? Oh,
what's
they've
it?
invented as well as see in the dark? Tell me more. Yeah, what's happening is they're putting contacts in and they're seeing weird creatures that they can't see with the naked eye, which is freaking them out, so they don't know if they want to release them yet until they can just only see in the dark. That's awesome. The testers of these contacts said that they saw creatures that looked dark and had glowing eyes as well as long fingers. Okay. The testers said that they could actually see super well in the dark, but what was strange
Contact
was they
lenses.
could close their eyes and still see through their eyelids even in the dark.
Really?
Many of them had to stop testing them because of the things they were seeing and how creeped out they got. One of them also said that one of these dark creatures leaped forward at them and went through their body, they said.
These are some contact lenses then. I might need some soon because my eyes are getting damaged since I started all this streaming. The light, not the living shit out of my eyes. They know, yeah, they took an hammering. I'll have a pair of them contact lenses though, so I can see it dark and shit. And see
like that.
creatures that we can't see in visible eye. Imagine losing your mittens on Mount Everest. Jesus.
That's not good.
Somebody is getting frostbite, yeah. That's fucked up. Somebody's lost their mittens, their glove.
No, it's just hanging there.
Bonkers.
There it is.
This is recorded in England. The UFOs, baby. The aliens, the rear. I want to see one in real life. And when they look at an alien in its eyes and say, do you want a cuppa? Do you want a cup of tea? And it better not be wearing fucking Crocs. Or vaping. Because I'll go mad with a bastard. There he is, look, the main bloke, Bob Lazar. I believe him completely. Strange events.
This video was found in Alaska near Fairbanks. The man recording is named Jack. He's trapped somewhere in the mountains, hiding inside an unknown cave. At first, people thought he was shaking because of the cold. His face is covered in frostbite, ice frozen into his skin, but then you realize he's not shaking from the temperature. He's terrified.
His fear, look at him.
Recording his last message, he keeps asking himself what he saw. Something flying. Something that crashed into the mountains.
Ooh.
He says he's been out there for days, and then his voice changes. He says something is helping him survive. But it's also been watching him the entire time. That's when he stops talking. A low sound comes from deeper in the cave. Jack whispers, "What is that?" And the video ends right
That's a
after
hand.
the scream. What do you think was in that cave? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
So we're basically saying it's aliens, aren't we? He saw something flying, crashed into a mountain. Basically saying it's aliens. Yeah, bonkers, man. Bigfoot now. Oh, we're going all out. Only two choices of bipedal creatures to argue about. It's there, look at that. That looks quite big. From the distance of a mountain range, that is quite big, that. It's moving fast as well. There's some big strides.
Instead of taking trails, you just side hilled all through this shit. It was on top of this cliff.
Okay, now.
Came down that, straight down, and then walked over there.
You did well to even see that, to even spot him. Amazing. There we have it, guys. That's another video done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, can you please like, subscribe and comment and all that good jazz that I keep saying, please. And thank you. We're growing slowly but surely. We're on 17 subscribers. I'd like to get to 50 by end of the month of February if possible. So if you could please recommend my channel to people you think might be interested. That being said though, I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.